Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Big City Greens Season 2 Episode 18B, the second half, and it's called Super Grandma. So, just like the title right there, Grandma's blind because she had a, what's called a cardiac surgery. It's basically an eye surgery, basically. And basically, Tilly's making Grandma a card, which is really nice. And Cricket comes through the window saying, "Hey, you can't believe people actually pay for flowers. Look, they're just in the ground. Just take them." And I was kind of thinking not taking a point off because Cricket has taken things that aren't his, but he knows about gardening and how important it is. So it's kind of, they kind of forget about that and just move to the part of Cricket's a kid and he doesn't know any better. But there's many different episodes where he's farming and he knows about fruits and vegetables. Well, I guess maybe flowers would be kind of different. Yeah, I think flowers would be kind of different. So, okay, never mind. And basically Tilly's saying like, "Oh, thank you, got the flowers." Well, she said that Grandma had a cardiac surgery, and then Crick said, "A cat attack surgery? I guess you can be pushed too far, hunter bag." And he's like, "What?" And like the cat woke up like, "Wait, what are you talking about, me?" And Tilly's like, "No, Grandma had eye surgery." So this is where I actually did take a point off where I was like, "Tilly, you know your grandma. You know Grandma Alice. You know how she's gonna be. Like, because she said, 'Oh, don't be alarmed. She's not her normal spunky self, like her normal actions where she wields the sword and stuff like that.'" But immediately as I heard that, I'm like, "Tilly, you should know better." And then obviously Grandma kicks the door open saying, "Oh, who keeps moving the door around? Like, oh, is this one of your pranks, Cricket?" And Cricket's like, "Grandma, I'm over here." And she turns around and says, "Oh, don't patronize me, boy." And she has a bandage over her eyes. Yeah, she can't see. And basically Bill comes in because he was driving her there and back. And basically Bill's saying, "Oh, Ma, like, the doctor said it will be taking, was it a couple days or a couple weeks, I'm not sure, for your eyes to get better." And then she's a little oh, because he said, "You need to rest." "I can't rest, I have stuff to do." And Bill's like, "Stuff? Can't your stuff wait?" He's like, "No, just because a little eye surgery does not mean I can't do my normal Tuesday routine." And she goes in this whole thing about how, "Oh, I always read the Tuesday Gazette. Is the only newspaper who isn't into any phooey." She's basically trashing on modern news and saying that the Tuesday Gazette only tells the whole truth. And then I go to Greasy Gus's and the finest greasy burgers in all of Big City, when Big City used to be called Big Country. I guess we get some lore drop here because I think this is the first time we ever heard the name Big Country. We know that there was like in a trailer park that was like next to Big City, and that's where Nancy was living with her dad. I forget, it was like Sunshine or Sunrise something. But I guess all the land before Big City even came was called Big Country. So we get some lore drop. That's pretty cool. I kept on, ever since I first went there, I kept on going there every Tuesday. And then Bill says, like, "No, Ma, like, I was born on a Tuesday, so you had to at least miss once. And then I wish she couldn't play the clip, but she's like, she doesn't say anything. And then Bill's like, Ma. And then we'd see her eating a burger, and then she's popped up a baby, and she says, "Welcome to life." But the baby was already wearing a diaper, so that shouldn't be. But you know what? I'm not gonna take a point off because the baby should also be covered with blood and stuff like that. Baby procedures are really disgusting in birth. It's really it's a miracle, but it's disgusting. It's a disgusting miracle. So yeah, I'm not gonna take a point off because he's not covered with stuff either, so it's fine. And Bill's like, I didn't need to know that. And I guess Bill was kind of lied to. I guess Bill doesn't really care at this point, but it was, what was it, early season 1 when it was a DIY guys, where it was a Bill and Remy episode, which I really enjoyed, where Bill was basically talking to a woman who worked at the hardware store, saying that, oh, I think I can find my way around. I was literally birthed in the back section of the plumbing section in a hardware store. Technically, he was born at Greasy Gus's, at like a table, like a picnic table, close by. So I guess Bill was kind of lied to, unless he was over exaggerating. And and so like I can just do my normal Tuesday routine. Say, okay, I got my purse, I got my sword. Wait, no, what was this sword? She picked up her sword, but I'm not sure if she actually said that. And then she's like, oh, and I love how she picked up Tilly. Tilly's like, yep, I'm a person now. Dude, this is my life. Here's the thing with that. With Tilly being really close to Grandma, and Grandma's really short, Tilly's voice should have gone to Grandma's ear as she's picking her up. So she should immediately put her down, but she didn't, so that was kind of eh. And she's okay, let's see. And she's using her sword, she broke the TV. And then Bill's like, Ma, if it's really that important, I'll go get your burger for you. Like, how about... And then she's like, does it look like I need any help? And just destruction all around her. And he's like, oh, no, of course not. But see this as a day off. And, like, I can just do your stuff for you. You can just relax. And then Alice is like, okay, Bill, just this once. And then he's like, really? Oh, thank goodness. And he's like, okay, here's your dress. And he's like, okay. And he's like, now I'll just go rest in my room. And then Crick is like, she's up to something, right? He's like, he's like, yeah. I'll be back with a burger and newspaper quickly. And he tells like, please do not leave us alone with her. Oh, it sure will be fine. I'll be back quickly. You might need to barricade the door. Then we hear a ruckus in Grandma's room. And it's like, oh, Grandma? Oh, until they say, oh, is everything okay? They see a hole in the ceiling. They go and it meets into the attic, and then Grandma almost drops up Cricket's head. Oh my goodness! And then Cricket is basically like, Grandma, you nearly chopped off my head. And then she's like, well, maybe, and she's facing the other way, maybe you should not put your head where I'm flinging my sword. And then Cricket is basically saying like, Grandma, I'm over here, and she's like, oh. And then Tilly's like, let's just relax and wait for Papa to bring your burger. Like we don't have to, cause any trouble. And then like, oh, and then Alice is like, he's not getting any dang burger. I gave him a fake address. And then Cricket's like, why did you do that? Because Bill thinks I need to rest like some sort of old softie. That I need to recover. And it tells like, you do need to recover. And she's like, what I need to do is my normal Tuesday routine. Like she used the sword and got out onto the roof, and then she's like, roll. And she was a tactical roll, and Craig's like, oh no, she's loose. This part really irritated me. Did it irritate me as much as what was it called, Cricket Setter? I'm not sure, But this like B plot, I just don't really like it because we because Bill was there with listening ears that Alice said that I go to Greasy Gus's and they served the greasiest burgers ever since even before it was Big City, it was called Big Country, and they've been there ever since. You'd think he would look for a place that's country. He's like, okay, I got the two Cent, so he did that right, and then he goes to this hippie futuristic type of place, and he's like, oh, who knew mom liked trendy places like this? I'm like, Bill, she doesn't. You know her. This is her mother. This is your mother. What? What? I was really disappointed. I'm like, if by any chance we're gonna forget about the continuity from previous episodes, and this episode, only like 5 to 7, 3 to 5, yeah, 3 to 5 minutes ago, she explained of why she likes the Tuesday Gazette and why she likes Greasy Gus's burgers. And just because she wrote down a fake address, you can probably just walk around Big City and you'll probably find Greasy Gus's. But no, he sticks with this place. And he's like, oh, who knew mom like trendy places like this? No, she doesn't. But it's so weird that he just thought, yeah, this will work. I guess it kind of worked out in the end because spoilers, she doesn't want the burger anymore. But I think it's just convenient. It gives Bill something to do, but you shouldn't sacrifice character for that. A character intelligence. And oh, and basically, and he's basically reading the menu as a make a believe a burger, this type of burger, and then we have this a woman cashier person, and I think it's a decent design. I think they were kind of. I think they were trying to do the whole unique thing because he's like, oh, welcome to Burger. Can I take your order? And he's like, can I get a normal burger? Everyone's like, oh. And then she's like, sir, there are no normals here. All burgers come in shapes and sizes. Everyone's unique. It's like that type of stuff, which I personally didn't mind, but along with her design, and she has like a lip earring and stuff. But she's not a bad person. Like she does like come around and stuff like that. She's nice, but with her design, with lip earring and her haircut, along with saying everyone's unique and a type of place like this, and there's even another person dressed like a hipster. I don't really need to explain what's going on. And then Bill's kind of nervous, like, oh, jeez, I said the wrong thing. Then we get to this. And he's like, oh, where did you go? And Cricket's like, my cricket senses probably this way. And oh my goodness. And see the bandage. And she's like, hey, pal, are you blind? Watch where you're going. And Cricket's like, look at the destruction she did. We need to stop her. And Tilly's like, hey, why don't stop her? Why don't we help her? And Cricket's like, she's too prideful. She'll never let us help her. Why don't we do it in secret? And he's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Big City Park Sports Festival. Oh, okay. And they're just getting hit by stuff. And she's like, is this the latest edition of the Tuesday Gazette? Is this the funny pages? Oh, I'm talking to you, young man. Okay, you see how there's no newspaper there? I'm just, hold on. Where'd he get that from, though? Okay, it was right there? Yeah, I'm calling animation error. Where was the newspaper? If you like dug the trash out and this part was gone and it was sticking out, then yeah, that would make sense. But nope, it just came out of nowhere. And she's like, I'd like to speak with your manager. And then she, oh, there we go. Now time for my burger. And I love how they're trying to, guide her. And look, there's Greasy Gus's. If you want to know what Gus looks like, this is what he looks like. And they're like, whew, roam free. And Alice like, oh, Greasy Gus, you always make the best burgers, the greasy burgers in town. He's like, hey, it's what I know. Oh, can you believe the nerve of my family said I couldn't hack it just because of a minor eye surgery? Oh, if they see me now, they'll be eating those words. As a matter of fact, I think I can go for something a little more exciting. And they're like, more exciting? And to see this is burger. Look at this place. Yeah, Alice would never go to a place like this. Unless she was kind of forced to. But even like a fancy restaurant, kind of like the seafood place, she didn't really like it there. The only thing that pleased her was the trident. So yeah, she wouldn't like this place. But yeah, Burger Bill, Burger Cone. And this is the girl I was talking about at the order station. I like her design. She looks really cool. And then she's like, oh, hey, oh, are those, I forgot the type of shoes that she said. And then, oh, my boots, are they offensive? And it's like, no, those are so retro. And he's like, oh, you have a good eye. Like, I wore these for the last 20 years. And she's like, oh, the leather is so killer. And then he's like, oh, you gotta tell me where you got these pre-distressed jeans, because it's kind of like a design. And, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, son, but I wore these holes through hard work. And then they're like patting on the head. Yeah, personal space, please. And then they're like, oh, Grandma, where are you going? And he's like, oh, no, not through the trash, no. Bless this mess. Okay. The knit knife. This place looks kind of cool. I mean, I would like just a little bit more light, but it's fine. And it tells you maybe Grandma came here by accident. Cricket's like, no, I don't think so. It's like, I'm here to take the reigning champ. And they're like, Alice. And Tilly's like, dang it, Grandma. Oh, oh, I'm here to take down the reigning champ. And then we have Gertie, and I hope this character comes back. I think she's really cool. I like her jacket. She's like, oh, even with your eyes, you couldn't beat me. She actually kind of reminds me of the Golden Girls. It's pretty funny. And oh, laugh it up, Gertie. You will pay that you ever cross paths with Alice Green. And then she's like, Alice, I'm over here with Alice Green. And, how are we going to help Grandma with this? And Gertie's like, Alice, don't have your money. You don't have your sight. So, no thanks. Oh, I don't need to beat you with my eyesight. And as for money, here you go. Granny loves me. Oh my goodness, look at this cutie patootie. And they're like, oh, and Eva's like, it's limited edition. And she's like, oh, that would complete my collection. Gertie, I'm so sure that I'm not going to beat you. I'm willing to bet this little darling on it. And this just proves that she loves Cricket and Tilly. I just love that so much. So what do you say? And then Gertie's like, add him to the pot. And look, he's right at the top. Hey, look, a lime lamp. He said, okay, Alice, best out of 3 wins the pot. And she got a bullseye. She's really good. And then, Tilly's like, Grandma's never going to beat her. Alice, you're up. And then we get back to Bill. And then, he's, teaching them how to whittle. Oh, this is called whittling. It's Bill Green, you're, so great for your hospitality. We made a burger after you. We called it the Bill. And it's like, oh, plain a normal burger. It's exactly what my mom needs. See you later. And there goes Bill Green. What an absolute unit. And then Alice is like, Oh, I can't wait to see the look. I wish I had my eyesight so I can see the look on your face when I mop the floor with you. And they've been whispering at this point, but Cricket does a pretty good voice, like, highly unlikely, Grandma. Why are you talking in a big voice? Whatever. It's like, okay, best out of three. And then she just throws it, and it's going haywire. It's crashing through the milk. It's going through these sailor men. And she's like, oh, my hair is kind of getting a little long. And then, pff, ah! And then he's like, oh no. And then Tilly's like, Cricket, you gotta do something. And then Alice like, goes to my turn again. And Cricket's like, look at Gertie's face. What the heck? He's like, loud distraction, loud distraction. Alice is like, Cricket, what are you doing? Why'd you follow me to the CD hangout? Tilly would never do such a thing. And Tilly's like, as long as I would love to stay in your good graces, Grandma, but I'm here too. And they're like, she's like, are you kids spying on me? Why? We're here to help you. He's like, I've been doing my Tuesday routine all by myself. And, we've been helping you from the shadows. And she's like, no, I don't need your help. Okay, they hit the dartboard. And she hits it. Everyone's freaking out. It's like, but here's the thing. The darts are over there. At least the other one was flinging around. Why did she shoot down? You know that the dart, since you've been here before, the darts are up. So that was kind of dumb. And it's like, Grandma, oh, don't worry, it's a fake one. No, it's not. And she's like, oh, shoot. And I just want to play this right here. This is what I was talking about in the previous segment. That the Alice episodes of the Alice segments are usual, like, emotional ones. I just absolutely love this right here.
Okay, maybe it is true you've been helping me all day. I always thought that as I got older, I could just grit my way through it, no matter the limitation. Maybe I'm just not as invincible as I thought.
Well, everybody needs help sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to play too much. Look at Grace's face. Like, I'm totally done with this. Like, okay, whatever. And I just love Alice so much. Just like from her first big episode in season 1 where, spoilers, when she didn't want to take the driving test because she was scared of becoming old and scared of becoming useless. And now she's doing this eye surgery. I thought I could just push through the limitations. Like no matter what. Without anyone's help. Because I just grit through it. Yeah, and I guess I'm just not as invincible as I thought. And she's like, as long as I get older and more wiser, I can do it. And then, Tilly's like, hey, everyone needs help sometimes. And I cut off Cricket because I don't want to do too much long of a clip. But Cricket's like, yeah, even superheroes need sidekicks. Sorry. Even superheroes need sidekicks. Sorry, I got a little cut off. And just like from the previous segment, with the superheroes, Cricket was a sidekick because they needed him. So that's pretty cool that we kind of have a double, kind of superhero episode. Yeah, even look at Alice's face, like, aw. And then Tilly's like, that doesn't mean you're not our super grandma. And aw. And then Gertie's like, a little wager. And she's like, right, Gertie. Listen, apparently my lucky streak is due to having such wonderful grandkids. So how about we call this a draw? And she's like, no, you all broad. Like, we said best out of 3 wins the pot. And, she's like, in that case, go, yoink, go. And she's like, Alice. And then she's like, oh, my hip. And, we get back to the house. And then Tilly's like, oh, here's some chamomile tea to soothe your aching, Grandma. And she'll, thank you, Tilly. And I love Cricket. I got you got well card, since you won't be able to see it since, until your eyes heal and you'll be healed. You got well. And then Alice is like, thank you, Cricket. I look forward to seeing it. Bill comes in, and this was saying before that she doesn't eat the burger, where, oh, hey, Ma, I got your paper and the burger, and thanks, son, but I'm good. How about you enjoy that burger? Kind of like Bill kind of like getting what he deserved. Like he got his reward, and he took it. No mind if I do, and he ate it. He took a bite, and he's like, "Oh, this is just pure kale, hipsters," and everyone around is wearing like Bill Green shirts and shoes, and it has like the pole for like whittling and stuff like that. And there's even a billboard. It's kind of the same issue I had with the Owl House season one. What was it, episode 11 or something? Sense and Insensitivity. And where King just got super famous, by publishing that book. I was like, I feel like that would take a little bit more time, especially with Bill here. How did that travel so fast? So that was a bit eh. But okay, let's rate this half of the episode. Let's see. Let's see, 95. Let's see, 95. Let's see. Five, 90, 85, 80, 75. Well, 80. 95, 90, sorry. I just need a minute to recalculate some stuff. Okay. Okay. So I recalculated some stuff, and I'd give this an 80%. Solid B. So the first half I gave was a 90, second half I gave was an 80. So I would say overall 85%, B plus. I thought this was a great episode. That first half being really good for Tilly, the second half really good for Alice. I really didn't like the whole Bill going to the wrong burger joint just because he literally forgot about the whole country thing, and that was her whole thing. Sorry, it's so infuriating me. But anyway. So anyway, everyone, sorry, there's actually something I want to say first, actually. I don't know how soon this is coming, but pretty soon, how soon would it be? Maybe early October. See, I'm not sure it's going to be the last week of September or early October, I'm not sure. But the Owl House, at least for me reviewing, is coming back. Start of season 2B, episodes 11 and 12, which is Follies at the Coven Day Parade and Elsewhere and Elsewhen. So those 2 episodes, that should be coming soon. It should be coming soon. So that's gonna be great. Yeah, it's been what, like 5 months, almost half a year. Wow. But yeah, so everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys on Saturday for Big City Greens season 2 episode 19, which is called, I now remember, present tense, and the second half is called Hurt Bike. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not sure which one has the clip. I think only one of the segments has it, but it could be 2. I could get lucky again. Who knows? But yeah, so I'll see you guys on Saturday for that, and then Sunday will be that that thing. Yeah, I already mentioned it in the first half. What I was talking about for Sunday, but I'll see you guys then for that. Okay. Bye.